Chief Erika Shields is stepping down in what is a crucial time for the city and public safety. Louisville Mayor-elect Craig Greenberg saying Shields offered her resignation to him over the weekend. Erika Shields releasing a statement saying, quote, "I'm honored to have led the dedicated and talented officers of the Louisville Metro Police Department during a time of unprecedented change in policing here and across the country." She goes on to say, "I look forward to continuing my service to the department through the remainder of the Fisher administration." WHAS 11's Isaiah Kim Martinez has been covering the transition for Craig Greenberg. This, of course, has huge implications for the future of the city. How does Craig Greenberg plan to start this approach to fill this big job?
Well, the very first order of business, Doug, is, of course, to name that interim chief. No word yet on who that could be, although Greenberg said he'll be getting input from his transition team and the community before he makes his choice. Chief Shields, though, will stay around a little while longer, up until around the 2-year mark of when she was first sworn in.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You are now official chief.
January 2021, Erika Shields was tasked to be Louisville's next chief of police. That's as LMPD remained under the microscope 10 months after Breonna Taylor's death and in the wake of the summer protests. At the time, she said a lot of healing needed to happen, that LMPD was at a crossroads, but that there was an opportunity to make it right.
This was the only job that I wanted because I knew that I could make change here.
Now, fast forward nearly 2 years.
I want to thank Chief Shields for her service to our city.
She's stepping down from her role, effective January 2nd, when Mayor-elect Craig Greenberg will be sworn in.
Does this decision surprise you?
When new mayors begin their term in Louisville and across the whole country, it is typical, I would say, for new chiefs of police to come on board. And so this is an opportunity for our city, for our police, for our city government, for all of us to move in a new direction.
Greenberg has accepted her resignation, meaning the search for a permanent replacement starts now. He tells us he'll name an interim chief soon, before his inauguration. This all comes as the Department of Justice report looms over the police department with a possible consent decree on the horizon.
So that is definitely on my mind, but I am confident that we will have a new chief of police that can help lead us through anything that we need to continue to do here in Louisville.
Shields, currently with a $238,000 salary, will serve in a role as chief through the end of outgoing Mayor Greg Fisher's term. After that, she'll work in an advisory role to help with the transition until the end of February. In her statement, she says, quote, "I am proud to have served this department as it worked to implement more than 150 reform efforts, a police salary increase to attract and retain the best and brightest, and most importantly, a reduction in violent crime."
Well, I'd say after seeing many police chiefs in that position, I can tell you I've never seen one roundly popular. The rank and file usually doesn't totally like a police chief. So did Craig Greenberg today give sort of a blueprint of what he's looking for?
Right now, and you mentioned that, especially right now, given everything that happened, he did give a bit of, I guess, 2 or 3 points of what he's looking for in the next chief. One, someone who has deep community respect as well as respect from LMPD. Also talked about someone who values transparency, of course, which has been talked about again and again. And then he also mentioned community policing needs to be a top value, being proactive, preventing crimes, getting to the root cause before they happen.
So we expect the Department of Justice findings could come any day now, and she's going to stay at least through February.
At least through February. So that gives you a few months. If it were to come out, let's say, next month, I'm very sure that she would play a part, of course, in that process and the whole transition we've been talking about, helping him through that process as well.
All right. Thank you very much, Isaiah. Well, the man who hired her, Mayor Greg Fisher, had a statement today. "I'm deeply appreciative of Chief Erika Shields' service to our community. An incredibly challenging time. She came to Louisville and led an LMPD focused on reform and violent crime reduction. And in just the past year, we see the results of that work. Homicides down by nearly 14%. Shootings are down 30%. From the mayor tonight. Chief Shields has not been in Louisville long, coming from Atlanta's police department in 2021. She worked there 25 years, working up the ranks before becoming their police chief. She was chief in Atlanta for 3.5 years before coming to Louisville.